continue to play opponents of 1200 or 1300 rank. I hope that my games will be instructive for you, that you will learn how to beat the players of this rank. They are not total beginners. They don't blunder. They don't have elementary blunders. At least they don't make them every game. Sometimes they would hang a piece for free, but most of the time they will just not hang all of their pieces, like for instance 600 or 800 players do. They have some experience. They have played probably over 1,000 games. So now he is playing a weird system. I'm playing the London because this is very weird because now he exchanged his best piece for my knight, his bishop, which was really good. Let's continue developing. This is a very bad move because this was a fantastic bishop and now he gave up for a knight. Bishops are usually better than knights, especially when they are on this diagonal. And now he continues making pawn moves while I am developing. So this is I'm playing a way more solid game than him. Okay, for now on, he will have trouble castling. I can castle at any moment. So I want now to open up the center. I will play this move and in mind and here this move. I will play this to see what he will do. Now he is almost lost because now I can check him here or here. I wanted to provoke him to play f6, which is even I can play this check, for instance. Now he has to move the king and his king will be forever stuck here. I should have played... No, it doesn't matter. Now I take the bishop back. I definitely don't want to exchange queens in this position. I will just play here. Normally pushing can cause some problems because I can develop the knight, but I don't have a knight to develop, so this doesn't bother me at all. He doesn't want to open up the position, obviously, because his king is exposed. I will continue developing. He wants to close up the position completely. Let's play this move, threatening this. Now I have moved all of my minor pieces, so I can move the same piece twice. Now I'll put my bishop on this diagonal, which is a very strong diagonal. Now I have a very good bishop. He moves the rook, but this blunders the pawn. And already he is starting to lose material. He takes this pawn. I can go here, or I can castle with an attack on the bishop and bringing my rook into the game. his knight really can't go anywhere. My bishop is completely dominating him. I want to open up this my other bishop. Maybe even exchange this bishop for this bishop, because my bishop is really bad. He takes en passant. I will take with a queen. I can maybe if I sacrifice, he takes back. I put another rook. He can just go back. So let's play bishop here. No, this is a mistake. I can even take with a queen, with a rook. I will take with a rook. He probably missed that. If he takes back, I take with a queen. And I play here. And now I have a nice threat. I still have a wonderful bishop. I have this check with a rook, which is completely devastating. Now this doesn't guard because my knight guards the bishop, so I can take. That's his only move. I will play here with the obvious threat of queen e6 checkmate. Also I have this check. If he stops checkmate, I have this check. This doesn't stop anything because now I can play this check, and if he goes here, this is mate. If he goes here, this is also mate. So he has to give up his queen. Otherwise he has to move his king, and then it's checkmate in one. So he has to go here. Then we threaten checkmate. Queen here is checkmate. And that's the game. I hope you enjoyed the game. I think this was a very instructive game. I played d4 in the center, normal play, develop my bishop, preparing to develop the other bishop. Then he exchanged his good piece for my knight, and then he continued with pawn moves. I completed development. Now I want to open up the position because I will castle very soon if necessary, and he will not be able to castle. I play bishop here, provoking f6, which he did make such a move. Then I play this check. Now his king is forever in the middle. Bring back the bishop. I don't want to trade queens when his king is in a vulnerable position and my king is safe. Now I stop. He wanted to play pawn to h4, trapping my bishop. I would have to exchange then my bishop for a knight, which I don't want to do. He played this move, which does nothing. If I had a knight here, then this move would maybe stop me from developing it, but since I don't have a knight here, then this move is pointless. Then I want to open up the center, even at the cost of a pawn, doesn't matter. I will crush him if the center opens now, but he knows that, so he doesn't want to open the center. I continue developing. I'm bringing my pieces towards his king. I'm putting my bishop on a strong diagonal and taking one pawn and exchanging really pawns, because he can now take this pawn. This is also important concept. Your pieces are doing something. This knight is defending this pawn. When this knight moves, then this pawn is no longer defended. So better move would be to castle immediately, so that my rook protects the pawn. But anyway, this position is still completely lost for black. He doesn't have space. His pieces are on the back row. My pieces are wonderful. There I castled. Bring back the knight. Want to open up the position so that this bishop becomes alive. He takes en passant, not a problem. Now if he takes with a knight, I go with queen and I am threatening checkmate. He pushes the pawn, thinking that I wouldn't want to sacrifice the exchange, but his king is in the middle of the board. His king can't escape. This bishop is slicing this diagonal. This knight can go here and here. I am more than willing to open up the position at the price of sacrificing the exchange. I take, I move, the threat is rook here, winning the queen. He moves, queen check. Then this is not a defense, because I can take, knight that defends the rook. He moves, I threaten checkmate in one. He tries to defend this way, but now I give this check. If he goes here, this is mate. If he goes here, this is also mate. So he gave up his queen. Then I threaten mate and then checkmate him. I hope that this was an instructive game. You could see how not developing your pieces and pushing pawns and exposing your king is very bad and you can get rushed, and how just normally developing moves and playing by the chess principles can make you really crush the players who don't follow the chess principles. So I hope you enjoyed the video.